just going to start with my foot breaking down.
Yeah.
It hadn't done it in about 15 years, but somehow or other I heard it. And I had just found out I had breast cancer, went through the surgery, then I had to have radiation.
Right.
And I had just gone, I guess, about 5 sessions, and my foot was just, you could just see through it at the bottom, like you always do. And so I just got to praying, going to the radiation and going down the road, and I was just crying, and I said, Lord, you know the situation, you know my plate is so full,
Yeah.
you know since Stephen and even before what all the issues. And I said, but Lord, you know my other foot took a solid year to heal.
Oh, yeah, it was rough.
Every Friday for a solid year I went to the wound center when I was staying with Mom and Daddy, trying to take care of them with a cast on. So I said, Lord, you know, if this breast surgery and this radiation goes haywire and it doesn't work, so be it. You're in control.
Mhm.
But Lord, all I asked is to heal my foot. I can't walk and take care of my daddy and do the things that you know that I've got to do if I can't walk. And I just prayed and kind of repeated myself a couple of times, and then I was at the breast center to get radiation.
If you need to come through, come ahead and go on through. It's okay. I'm just recording her. I wanted to hear what the Lord has done for her. So you're welcome to go through whatever you need to do.
I won't interrupt nothing there.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Well, he heard me, but when I went to the radiation, I got that, and I had to go straight from radiation to Bowling Springs to take care of my daddy, and then come home like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because my appointment was like 8 o'clock in the morning every morning. Had
All
to
the
go
way back
every-
in Roebuck.
Yeah.
Past
Get home.
Roebuck.
Yeah, and get home and then crash. So I forgot about my foot, and I always checked it about every other day
Mhm.
to change the dress, and when they broke down, you know, and
Mhm.
making a mess, and the Band-Aids, whatever, draining. And I just plain forgot about it. I mean, I just had so much on my plate, and I'd crawl into my bed and take my shoes off, and I'd be so tired, I'd just crawl into bed and cover up.
Yeah.
Didn't even look at my feet.
Yeah.
One night, I was crawling into bed, and I thought, I forgot about it. I bet my foot's a mess. I hadn't checked it in 2 weeks. It had been 2 weeks. I'd forgot about it. Never have I ever forgot about it.
No.
2 weeks.
Because this has been lifelong issues that
Yeah.
you've had. It's not something that
No.
just, yeah.
And so anyway, I yanked my shoe off, and I thought, oh, Lord, it's going to be a mess because it hadn't been changed in 2 weeks. Took it off. My foot looks just like yours.
That's amazing.
No scars, no nothing. Now, it don't mean that it won't happen again, but I don't know if it happened that day or in that 2-week period, sometime or other. The Lord healed my foot.
It's amazing.
No scar, no, that's, the skin's paper thin, just like it always is.
Mhm.
But till this day, there's no callus, there's no nothing. It's just as smooth as a baby's behind, just like anybody else's foot yet.
So when God did this for you, I mean, how did you feel laying in the bed?
I like to fell off in the floor. I thought, I couldn't believe it. It just took a minute. And then I started crying. And I called Tom in there. I said, Tom, look at my foot. Look at my foot. And he thought something terrible was, you know, like ready to fall off. And he come flying in there, and he said, and he just kind of, well, what happened? I said, the Lord's what happened.
Amen.
And then that was, I mean, that's been however long it was the first week in with my radiation, and I think I started radiation because I went through Christmas with it,
Wow.
and I had to have a month's worth of radiation, and then
Wow.
I had to go back to the doctor umpteen times just to check. So
Yeah.
far, so good.
Yeah.
They're going to have to do another mammogram. I go back, I think, to the cancer doctor in the next week or so. But then they got to start monitoring my heart and
Yeah.
stuff more because they said the radiation
Yeah.
does something to that as well, or can. And not
Mhm.
that it will, but it can. So, but I'm still here, and I'm still doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, and I am tired.
I'm looking forward to just sitting down and really going through some things.
You ain't got enough
This is just 5 minutes, but I really wanted to hear what the Lord did. But what excites me the most is I know the Lord does all this, but what the Lord does in people
You
when
know-
they're realizing, oh my goodness, He actually
He
did a
did.
miracle.
He did.
And I needed a miracle,
did.
Lord.
But you know, you hear about it and you know that He can. You know that He can.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, Lord, I know you have the power to lay your hands on my feet. I know you can. But I'm asking you, will you?
Yeah.
I need this so I can take care of everybody else and just, you know, whatever else is going on, just let it happen, whatever you want to happen. And He did. But,
Oh.
you know, when it happens to you, it's different from hearing it from somebody, you know,
Yeah.
look, you know what the Lord's done for me today. And you know He's done it. It's not that I doubt
Yeah.
it. But when it happened to me, it was different,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. It's so personal.
It is.
So personal. That's what, Will and I started videoed Will Friday, and we were talking about he's so personal, a personal God.
Yeah.
And he just went in and he said, Dawn, I do love you.
2
And-
weeks.
Yeah.
2
and
weeks. And I mean, it could have happened that day, but I had so much on my plate and I was flitting everywhere and I was so tired and I couldn't hardly get out of the car to get on the couch, much less
Yeah.
in the bed. And then Tom would come home and his stayed and, you know, and I'd finally get in the bed and I just conked out.
Yeah.
And then that just particular night, I just thought, well, you know, I don't know if I want to look or not, you know, because I thought it's going to be falling off for sure. But I literally had forgotten about it. 2 weeks.
So how did you sleep that night?
I don't remember. I think I was so wound up till I couldn't sleep to
Yeah.
start with, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess it was a peaceful sleep, but it was just so amazing. And when I told them at the pantry
Mhm.
2 weeks ago, tomorrow will be 3 weeks ago, some of them believed it and some of them didn't.
Oh no, I believe it 100. I believe it. Because God has just showed me and showed me and showed me.
You know,
I believe it, and that's the part of it. We believe. We know He done
Yeah.
that. Oh,
and He did
anyway,
it
it's
another
blessing.
time when Mama was in the hospital about a month and a half, 2 months before she died. And
Yeah.
I can tell you about that another time. But it just, it's just amazing, you know. And it's not like you don't believe when other people say that.
Yeah,
And when
yeah.
the preacher says he will and he can and he does, yeah, I know he does. But when it happens to you,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing.
Take a picture off of it.